How's everyone doing? Today I want to share with you some rocks that I found. These are all carved by Native Americans. They're portraits of Indian warriors, Indian chiefs, and Puritans. We got a couple story rocks. We got a nice selection today. Let's start with this one. This is a portrait of an Indian. It's an Indian warrior. You can see the nose. Here's the mouth, the chin. The face here has all been pecked out for definition. You can see the feathers up here in the top. But that's an Indian warrior. You turn this rock over, becomes a vulture head. Here's the top of the head, the beak. On the side here has been all carved out for definition. You can see the eyes been carved, are drilled right there. All the carving done along here. That's a vulture head. But it really is a portrait of an Indian. It sits up really nice too. Here's another Indian warrior. The side of the face here. Here's the feathers up here. You see the clear definition between the head and the feathers kind of right there. Look at the triangular shape to this rock is unbelievable. The carving, the edge right here that stops, and it comes down. And this side over here is higher for definition when you look at it. Very cool piece. Here's the nose. The comes down to the mouth, and the clear carving on the mouth right there. Very cool piece. On the side of the face right here is a line that's carved into it. You know how warriors used to paint their face? Well, that's what that represents right there. Very cool. And even on this side, you can see the definition on the eye. It comes down and it stops right there to give it a clear definition on the nose, the eye, the mouth. Very cool piece. That's an Indian warrior. This is another Indian warrior. It sits up nice. There's the nose, the face, and here's the feathers. The neck. Not much definition in the face and stuff, but it's a warrior. But it's also a turtle. That's the head. Here's the shell. You can see how the shell has been shaved off on the sides to give it definition. So it's a turtle, an Indian warrior, and I think it also could be a bird. If you look at it, here's the top of a head, the beak. This is the body of a bird. Here's the feathers, the tail feathers back here. Big fat body, the tail. But I think it was originally a hammer. It was a tool, and it was someone's prized possession. It was handed down through generations, probably. Here's a turtle. This is the head. You see the little eye? They got an eye carved out of it. Here's a leg coming out of the shell. Here's another leg coming out of the shell. The shell's been sided off as well. So that's a turtle. It's also a fish. It's the head of the fish. It's a tail. Big top fin. So you got a turtle and a fish. Turn this up like that. That becomes the neck here, the top of a head. There's the eye, the nose. Look at the mouth carved out right there. Very cool piece. You turn it once more. That's this portrait of a face right here. Here's a big cheekbone. Here's the nose, the mouth. Look at the eye right there. It's carved out to make it look like an eye. And this is a brim of a hat. That's the top of a hat. That's the male Puritan right there. Yeah, that's a male Puritan right there. So perhaps this male Puritan, this Indian warrior, I don't know, had a big feast of turtle and fish. Very cool piece. Here's another piece. When I found it, it looked like a point. I said, oh, that's pretty cool. It's got a sharp edge right here, and it's got a nice tooth to it. This is really flattened on this side. I think at one time it might have been a knife, a cutting utensil. It's got a nice grip to it on the back here, on the side. It's got this nice edge right here. It might have been a knife, a cutting utensil. But what I see in it, I see a hut. I see a hut right there. That's the door. That's the roof right there. When I turn this a little bit, that becomes a neck. That becomes a brim of a hat. That's the top of a hat. You can see an eye that's carved right there. There's an eye gouged right there. And there's an edge right that stops right here. That's his nose. There's the eye, the nose, the chin, and there's a dimple on the chin right there too, believe it or not. The definition on the side of the face is really unbelievable. The neck, and even in the back of the neck here, there's part of the rock. It looks like it's his hair. That's a male Puritan right there. But then when I turn it over, that becomes an Indian chief. Here's the face, the side of the head right there. That's the full headdress right there. That's an Indian chief. So perhaps this Puritan met with this Indian chief at this hut. Very cool. Very cool piece. Here's a female Puritan. Top of the bonnet. Here's the bonnet that comes all the way around. This is her face. Here's her eye. The nose. Look at that schnoz. Here's the mouth. The neck. That's a female Puritan right there. Look at the carving on the eyes. Around the neck here, it's all been shaved off. On the back, it's very jagged. But that's a female Puritan. Here's another female Puritan. Here's the top of the bonnet. Comes all the way over. It's speckled white to give it, and then they shaved off the face to give it contrast. Look at that. Here's the nose, the eye up here, the face, and comes down to the neck. Very cool piece here. You turn it over. We've got contrast here from the face. You see the eye, the mouth. And now the bonnet here, they left the strap all the way down through the neck. You can see the back of the head right here. Very cool piece right here. That's a female Puritan right there. Now these rocks all carved by Native Americans. I think these Puritans can only be found in New England. And I think it's easy to date that they obviously can't be made prior to the settlers arriving. Very cool stuff. I hope you all enjoyed it. I sure have. I've got plenty more to share with you. So stay tuned.